After everyone finished eating, Kroganar took care of the cleanup, allowing Kiri to remain at the table with the guests, while he watched from the sidelines. A welcome break for him, away from all the talking, away from all the people. He still has a hard time believing that the creature lazily curling itself around the furless Lemurian, its head on his damned lap as it gets petted, is a so-called vicious and deadly Class A apex predator. He has met countless real beasts on the plains, fought against enough of them during the trials to know that something is up with this one. He knows what they should be like normally. He knows what real beasts can do to a person. This one is not like the others, not even the slightest bit. Comparing that friendly thing with those nightmarish abominations is a cruel joke, and an insult to his fallen brothers. Drying the pot in his claws with a towel, he wears a hard expression as he rumbles to himself. Those beasts were mindless monstrosities that would hunt you and your brothers down until only one is left standing. The way of the hunt. They don't cuddle, they don't playfully beg for more food, they don't lick your face in affection. But this one does, somehow. Not knowing why is bothering him. He doesn't like unknown variables. But seeing Kiri smile genuinely, so curious and so happy, he might just let it slide. For now. He narrows his eyes in a half-glare, half-smile as he looks at the Boblaz. The gears in his head start to turn as he puts the pot down, drying the pan. If he could somehow make sure that this alleged beast is capable of living with people, with his family, maybe it could prove a better guard for her than even himself. That would be a wonderful thing indeed. Kroganar is lost in thought as he keeps on watching the group, observing their attempts at translations, surprised by both Kiri and Dushavi for their creative solution. He never would have come up with something like that. But he is just a warrior caste, after all. That kind of work, he is just not made for that. Literally. Kiri is already at the 5th illustration by now, slowly pronouncing the word for Frederick. Drink. That is drink, she intones for him, looking at the simplistic but efficient series of drawings Dushavi made for them. She never knew that Dushavi had such a talent for drawing things, but together they managed to come up with an honestly pretty decent system. They both decide on the words that they think to be the most important ones. Dushavi draws them, and then they both help him learn the pronunciation. Her familiarity with his gestures has also proven to be a huge boon to their efforts already. A nice side effect of all of this is that Kiri gets to learn a new language as well. A completely alien one at that. She already knows yes, no, eat, and food by now. Drink. Drink? Did I get it right this time? Freddy repeats after her, slightly uncertain after seeing her facial expressions. No, she replies in his language. Drink, Dushavi repeats. Drink. Yes, that one was almost perfect, Kiri cheers, grinning. Frederick pumps his fist, likely an expression of joy, and Dushavi makes a satisfied hiss as she already grabs another clear sheet of paper to draw on. This goes on for a while, Kiri noticing that his performance has been gradually declining during the last hour. Frederick also suddenly opens his mouth all the way, and makes a weird noise as he breathes in and slowly exhales. Boblaz, who has been lazily lying around until now, also does so, minus the weird noise part. They just make a little whine. But they both did it at almost the exact same time, weirdly enough. Huh. Sorry, he apologizes, rubbing his eyes. You're good? She asks him in English, as she had learned the language is called. What an exotic-sounding name. Yes, me not awake much, he explains. Not awake much? Not awake much? Oh! Are you tired? She asks him, pantomiming someone laying down to sleep as Dushavi starts feverishly scribbling away again. Yes, tired, he replies, nodding again after seeing the drawing. You want to go sleep? She asks him. He repeats the weird mouth opening and thinks in it for a moment. Yes, me like speak words but not awake much, he admits, seeming a bit disappointed. Or is he ashamed? Those subtleties are still hard to get most of the time. His ears are pretty much useless for expressing himself, and he doesn't have a tail. Not bad thing. You want me to bring you up? She assures him. Yes, not bad thing. He says the last part with a single dry laugh. Well, I'll leave you to it then. I'm pretty tired myself. Dwayne's a lot more tiring than I thought. Okay. Gonna take a look at what those two are up to, see if they're alive. Dushavy winks. Then I'm gonna hit my bed as well. Sleep well, little sis. Sleep well. Dushavy gives Frederick a lazy wave and vanishes through the curtain, her tail dragging behind. Crocodile and Kier's son had left the room a while ago. The old Corone went to tend to his animal patients and took Crocodile with him, something about needing some muscle. Frederick gets up and pets Bubblers on their head, lightly slapping their chest a few times. Bedtime, Bubby. Brah! The groggy beast complains, still lying on the floor. Come on, you big baby. The sooner we leave, the sooner you can go to sleep again. Brah! No, you can't just sleep here. Brah! I won't carry you. Nope. They let out a pouty half, but ultimately got up from their warm spot, and suddenly trotted over to her and their human friend. After the three of them reach the door to his room, Bubblers immediately heads inside, and shortly after, Carrie can hear them jumping on the bed. Frederick is standing in the doorway, and is now looking at her, having previously watched his crimson friend. He seems happy, but also very tired. You teach me speak, you give me food. Thank you much, everyone, he tells her in uni. Not bad thing, she grins. Not bad thing, he replies with amusement. Tomorrow me teach you speak again? She asks him, eager to learn more of this English. Tomorrow you teach me speak again, yes, he replies, a tired smile on his face. Yes, she sadly cheers. See you tomorrow, sleep good. Thanks, Kiri. They wave goodbye and he closes the door, leaving her alone in the hallway. She turns around and makes a little skip, trilling in excitement. What a great day this was. She can't wait to see what tomorrow has in store for her.